What if I told you that some of the smartest solutions to the small annoyances of daily life are not found in expensive gadgets or sprawling mansions, but in the modest, hardworking homes of one small tropical city? Singapore has had to master the art of comfortable living in a hot, humid, and densely packed place. And the result is a collection of everyday ideas so practical that they quietly fix problems most of us have simply given up on. None of them are complicated. None of them cost a fortune. But together they make daily life smoother, calmer, and easier in 100 tiny ways. Today I am going to share 20 Singapore ideas that instantly fix daily life. Stay with me to the end, because the last few are the ones people fall in love with. Let us begin. Number 1. The handheld bidet spray. Beside nearly every toilet hangs a small spray hose that is more hygienic, gentler, and saves a remarkable amount of paper over a year. Once you are used to it, going without feels strangely unfinished. It costs very little, it works with any toilet, and it is the kind of small upgrade that visitors are puzzled by for a day and then quietly miss for the rest of their lives. Number 2. The rubbish chute on every floor. Just steps from the front door, a small hatch drops your waste straight down to a collection point far below. No bins lingering in the home, no smell building up, no hauling heavy bags out to the street in the rain. It removes one of the most tedious chores of daily life so completely that you stop noticing it, right up until you live somewhere without one, and suddenly remember every single trip down to the bins in the cold and the rain. Number 3. Drying clothes in the sun. Long poles slide out of the window to catch the warm tropical breeze, drying a full load of laundry in hours without a single watt of electricity. It is free, it is gentle on the fabric, and it leaves clothes with a fresh, sun-warmed smell that no machine has ever quite managed to copy. In a place this sunny, it is simply the obvious way to do it, and it gives whole neighborhoods their famous fluttering skyline of laundry waving high above the streets. Number 4. The metal front gate. Behind the solid main door sits a second open grill gate. It lets the family leave the wooden door wide open all day for a cool, natural draft, while the locked gate keeps the home secure. Fresh air and safety at the very same time, instead of having to pick one, plus a friendly way to wave to neighbors passing along the corridor. It is a small fixture that keeps a sense of community alive even high up in a tower of hundreds of homes. Number 5. Ceiling fans in every room. Before anyone reaches for expensive air conditioning, a quiet ceiling fan keeps the air moving and the body comfortable for a tiny fraction of the cost. Even the hottest, stickiest afternoon becomes perfectly bearable with one spinning gently overhead, and most families find they barely touch the air conditioner until the sun goes down at night. Number 6. A layout built for the cross breeze. Many homes here are arranged so that air flows straight through, entering on one side and leaving on the other. Open 2 windows on opposite walls, and the whole place begins to breathe entirely on its own, pulling cool air through every room without a single machine switched on. It is clever, old-fashioned design that still works beautifully today, cooling a home for free on days when sealed-up modern houses would be reaching straight for the air conditioning. Number 7. The wet room bathroom. There is no separate shower cubicle. The entire floor slopes gently towards a single drain, so water runs away on its own wherever it lands. You can shower and clean the whole room with ease. Puddles never linger, and a small bathroom never feels cramped by a bulky glass box. It is cheaper to build, easier to clean, and far kinder to a tight space. Number 8. The instant water heater. Mounted on the bathroom wall, it heats water only at the moment the tap turns on, with no bulky tank storing and reheating water all day. It saves space, it saves energy, and the hot water never runs out halfway through a shower, because it is being made fresh the instant you need it rather than sitting in a tank just in case. Number 9. The dehumidifier. In this damp climate, moisture warps furniture and breeds mold in silence. A small dehumidifier humming in the corner pulls liters of water out of the air every day, keeping cupboards dry, protecting belongings, and stopping that musty smell before it can ever begin. Empty it in the morning, and you will be astonished by just how much it quietly gathered overnight. Number 10. Shoes off, with a cabinet by the door. Footwear comes off at the threshold and slips into a slim cabinet by the entrance, so the dirt of the outside world never crosses into the home. The floors stay clean enough to sit on, the entrance stays tidy, and cleaning becomes a quick wipe instead of a daily battle against grime you dragged in yourself. If you're enjoying this, please take a quick second to subscribe, because the second half of this list has some of the very best ideas of all. Number 11. The service yard. A narrow utility space behind the kitchen hides the washing machine, the mops, and the mess of chores. The main living area stays calm and ready for guests at any moment, because the working, sweaty part of the home is tucked politely out of sight. Step inside, and you would never guess the laundry was halfway through. Number 12. The household storeroom. That small, thick-walled room built into every flat for safety spends almost all of its life as the most useful cupboard in the home. Bulk groceries, tools, luggage, and seasonal clutter all vanish inside, leaving the rest of the home open and uncluttered. A space designed for a rare emergency quietly earns its keep every single ordinary day. Number 13. The hardworking rice cooker. It does far more than rice, steaming vegetables, simmering soups, slow-cooking meats, and even baking simple cakes. A single small appliance quietly replaces 3 or 4 others, which matters enormously when the kitchen is barely the size of a wardrobe and every inch of counter space is precious and fought over. Number 14. The flask of hot water. Rather than boiling the kettle over and over, a vacuum flask holds hot water ready all day. Tea, instant noodles, or a comforting warm drink appear in seconds, with no waiting and almost no energy wasted reheating the same small amount of water again and again. In a busy household, it is a quiet, constant little blessing. And for anyone caring for young children or elderly parents, hot water ready at any hour is worth more than it sounds. Number 15. The dish drying cabinet. Above the sink, a cabinet with an open rack inside lets washed plates drip dry behind a closed door, hidden away yet fully ventilated. The dishes stay out of sight, the counter stays clear, and nothing ever drips onto the worktop. It is a small touch of clever design that makes a tiny kitchen feel finished, calm, and always ready. Number 16. A switch on every socket. Each power point has its own little switch, so appliances can be turned fully off at the wall without ever unplugging them. No devices quietly drawing power all night. No reaching behind heavy furniture for a plug. Just complete and effortless control over your electricity that quietly trims the bill month after month without a second thought. Number 17. Storage hidden under the bed. The base of the bed lifts up or pulls out into deep, wide drawers, swallowing suitcases, spare bedding, and out-of-season clothes. Space that would otherwise sit empty and forgotten beneath you each night instead becomes one of the largest storage areas in the whole home, and you never even see it. In a small flat, that is pure gold, and once you have it, an ordinary bed sitting on nothing but empty air starts to look like a real waste. Number 18. The fold-down dining table. Hinged to the wall, the table drops down at meal times and folds flat away the moment the meal is over. For most of the day, it is just a slim panel against the wall, taking almost no space, and then in seconds it becomes a full surface for the family. It is the perfect answer to a room that must be many things in a single day. Number 19. Covered walkways everywhere. Sheltered paths link the homes to the shops, the buses, and the trains, so a sudden downpour or a blazing sun never ruins the journey. You can walk for 10 minutes through the heaviest storm and arrive barely touched by a drop. It is one of those quiet conveniences you only truly appreciate once you have lived without it. Number 20. Affordable cooked food just downstairs. A hot, freshly made meal is almost always a short walk or a lift right away, sold cheaply at a nearby food center or coffee shop. It means people barely need to cook a big meal at home, freeing up time, energy, and a tiny kitchen all at once. Good, affordable food right on your doorstep quietly makes daily life kinder for everyone. So there you have it, 20 Singapore ideas that instantly fix the small frustrations of daily life. And the thread running through every one of them is the same simple thing: thoughtfulness. None of these ideas require great wealth or vast space. They come from people paying close attention to how they actually live, and then quietly designing away the waste, the clutter, and the discomfort that the rest of us have just learned to put up with. That is something any of us can borrow in any home, anywhere in the world. So tell me down in the comments which of these you would bring into your own home first, and which one surprised you the most. I read every single comment, and I genuinely love hearing your thoughts. Thank you so much for watching. Take good care of yourself, and I will see you in the very next one.